What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania. Oh, holy. Well, there have been a good handful of moments in WWE history where they might have accomplished that. Well, we say a handful, but we've got 100 for you. Now, an OMG moment could be anything from a storyline moment to a huge bump. Now, we're going to concentrate 90% on huge bumps in this video, and while in other videos I might just ramble on for an entry describing the backstory, etc., I'm just going to name the title for each clip. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy as WrestleMania looks at 100 holy moments in WWE.
Oh. I want to see this.
But be sure to subscribe and hit that notification.
No, I just get to the video.
Now, keep in mind, we won't have covered every single one, but these are the ones that we thought fit the list and couldn't leave out. And don't be surprised if you see Jeff Hardy or Shane McMahon on this list about a dozen times. And don't forget, this is just WWE, so no NXT moments or WCW moments, etc. We'll keep those for a separate video. Number 1, Shane McMahon dives off the Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania 32.
I remember seeing that.
Number 2, Neville dives off a ladder from the ring to the outside on SmackDown 11th June 2015.
Also, he do a front flip.
Number 3, Kane tombstones Bradshaw onto steel steps. Sunday Night Heat 1999.
Steel steps?
Number 4, Jeff Hardy swanton off the Titantron on Randy Orton on Raw 14th January 2008.
Ah, yes, Jeff.
Number 5,
that's my
Randy
boy,
Orton
Jeff.
RKO's Christian onto the steel steps, SummerSlam 2011. Number 6, Matt Hardy jumps off Backlash stage blade, Backlash 2000.
Oh, Matt Hardy.
Number 7, Brock Lesnar superplexes the Big Show and breaks the ring at SmackDown 12th June 2003. Number 8, Bobby Lashley spears Braun Strowman through the Titantron Raw 1st July 2019.
The frustration of Bobby Lashley is making him scary. Elliot was the sweetest little baby.
Even the doctor would have said, holy shit.
Born, he started developing an eczema patch.
Number 9, Edge spears Jeff Hardy midair off a giant ladder, WrestleMania 17.
I remember that. I remember that.
Number 10, Jeff Hardy swantons through a table off a balcony onto Devon Dudley, Royal Rumble 2000.
I remember watching all these old videos.
Number 11, The Big Show chokeslams The Undertaker through the ring, Raw 7th June 1999.
He said he was gonna do it! He's doing it! A chokeslam!
Number 12, Jeff Hardy swanton off a WWE production truck, One Night Stand 2008.
Let's go, Jeff.
Number 13, Rhino spears Jericho through the SmackDown stage, SmackDown 9th August 2001.
Can you feel it, Cole? Can you feel it? Through the screen!
Number 14, Shane McMahon's Coast to Coast off an ambulance at Survivor Series 2003.
He made this for himself in the process of trying to just like going border to border, coast to coast.
Number 15, tables off the SummerSlam stage at SummerSlam 2000.
Shane McMahon broke this owner's heart. Shane McMahon on the lower
Number 16, The Undertaker throws Mankind off the Hell in a Cell, King of the Ring 1998. Number 17, Terry Funk and Cactus Jack are thrown off the Raw stage in a dumpster, Raw 2nd February 1998.
Wait a minute! Hold on! Don't you dare do that! There's people in there! There's people in there!
Number 18, Mankind is chokeslammed through the Hell in a Cell roof, King of the Ring 1998.
He throws him out from the other side. That's it.
Hell yeah,
Number
bro.
19, Shane McMahon's elbow drop off the Backlash stage at Backlash 2001.
Oh my God! Don't do it, Shane! Don't do it! Oh my God!
Number 20, Shawn Michaels moonsault through the announcer's table, but it fails to break, WrestleMania 24.
Wait a minute! Look out here! Look out!
Yeah.
My God!
Number 21, Dean Ambrose power through a ladder onto the outside at WrestleMania 31.
Sir.
No, look out! Look out! Somebody better check him!
Number 22, John Cena hurls a set of steel steps at Bray Wyatt, Payback 2014.
Are you kidding me? You're gonna close that? Yeah! He hit it! Bray Wyatt blasted by steps! It's history!
Number 23, The Big Show superplexes Mark Henry and breaks the ring, A Vengeance 2011. Number 24, Kurt Angle's moonsault off the top of the cage on Raw 11th June 2001.
It's over! You killed me!
Number 25, Evan Bourne's shooting star press off a ladder, Money in the Bank 2011.
That's dope. I miss Evan Bourne, bro. I miss
Number
Evan
26,
Bourne.
Kane's arm is set on fire during a Inferno match, Unforgiven 1998.
In the fire! Kane's on fire! Kane is on fire! Kane is on fire!
Number 27, Shelton Benjamin runs up the ladder to stop Chris Jericho, WrestleMania 21.
And all the way on the top of that ladder to... Oh, look out!
Number 28, Kalisto hits the Salida del Sol off the ladder.
I want to say the close.
2015.
Hold up. I want to go back to that. I want to say the clothesline was a badass, holy shit moment.
Number 28,
Maybe if like drop kicked or speared him, then yeah. But the clothesline.
Number 28, Kalisto hits the Salida del Sol off the
This
ladder.
is badass right here.
2015.
Is he gonna go for this? Come on,
Number 29, Shawn Michaels threw a Tower of Tables, Armageddon 2002.
no, he's touching his
Number 30, Sabu dives off the Raw stage at Raw 24th February 1997.
Wait a minute, Sabu! Wait a minute! Oh my God! Sabu! The most homicidal!
Number 31, Shane McMahon leaps off the top of the cage at Raw 25th October 1999.
What is Shane McMahon doing?
Number 32, Kevin Owens dives off WrestleMania 36 sign into the announcer's table, WrestleMania 36.
Assist for WrestleMania moment!
I would not think Kevin Owens ever did that.
Number 33, The Undertaker dives over the top rope and almost lands on his head, WrestleMania 25.
Wait a minute, look at this! Michael said, I think pull the cameraman.
Number 34, Braun Strowman chokeslams Kevin Owens off the top of the cage. Extreme Rules 2018.
Don't do it, Braun! Don't do it!
Number 35, Sheamus power Kalisto through a ladder. Money in the Bank 2011. Number 36, Terry Funk hits Mankind with a flaming 2x4 one night stand 2006.
My God! Oh my God!
Number 37, Shawn Michaels elbow drops off the ladder onto Vince McMahon, WrestleMania 22. Number 38, Chris Benoit's diving headbutt from the Raw 11th June 2001.
I want to see this.
We fight the battles no one hears about. We're the ones who go before all others.
I want to hear this.
Join the fight.
No. I'll see it.
Number 39, Shane McMahon jumps off the Unforgiven stage, Unforgiven 2003.
That son of a bitch is not worth it!
Number 40, Bubba Ray Dudley lands on a pile of tables, SummerSlam 2000. Number 41, JBL gets chokeslammed off the top rope through the ring, No Way Out 2005.
Big Show's got JBL. JBL's in trouble.
Number 42, Bubba Ray Dudley powered Mae Young off the Raw stage, Raw 13th March 2000.
No, not saying that. Bubba Dudley has got powerbomb Mae Young.
Number 43, Jeff Hardy misses a massive leg drop on Matt Hardy, WrestleMania 25.
Fearless is Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's flying first.
Number 44, Shawn Michaels splash off the ladder at WrestleMania 10.
Shawn Michaels from high above. Unbelievable.
Number 45, Mick Foley reverses an RKO with one landing in a pile of thumbtacks. Backlash 2004. Number 46, Lindsay Dorado hits a shooting star press off the top of the Elimination Chamber, Elimination Chamber 2020.
The middle ring. And from the top of the chamber.
Number 47, Edge spears Foley through a table on fire, WrestleMania 22. Number 48, Shawn Michaels superkick Shelton midair, Raw 2nd May 2005.
No, Shawn, he didn't go. Shawn landing on his feet. Oh, my God in heaven. Sweet music.
Number 49, Randy Orton reverses Evan Bourne's Airborne into an RKO.
Oh, I've seen
12th
this
July
one.
2010.
You gotta be kidding me! How did he do it? Where did he get it? Oh my God! You're telling me that I can't get it?
Bro, I
Number
miss
50,
Evan Bourne.
Kevin Owens lands on a stack full of chairs, Royal Rumble 2017. Number 51, Seth Rollins jumps off the Payback set, Payback 2014. Number 52, RVD hits the 5-star frog splash off the Chamber Pod, Survivor Series 2002. Number 53, John Cena hits the AA on the Great Khali, One Night Stand 2007. Number 54, Big Show chokeslams John Cena into a spotlight, Backlash 2009. Number 55, Randy Orton hits the RKO off a ladder, WrestleMania 23. Number 56, the Hardy Boys return to WWE WrestleMania 33.
That was a holy shit moment right here.
You gotta be kidding me! Things are about to be broken!
Number 57, Hulk Hogan slams
I love
onto
Jeff
the giant
Hardy, bro.
WrestleMania 3.
The greatest professional athlete in the world today. Look at this! He's I don't believe it!
Number 58, Jimmy Snuka dives off the top of the cage, MSG House Show 1983.
15 feet high! Oh my God!
Number 59, Shane McMahon jumps off the NSL 2017.
Come on now!
Number 60, Rikishi is chokeslammed off the NSL Armageddon 2000. Number 61, Paul London's elimination by Snitsky, Royal Rumble 2005.
Back in there.
Number 62, Sabu's insane leg drop onto the announcer's table, Raw 19th June 2006.
Oh my God, no, don't do this! Hi, I'm Dan Steck, and I'm running for state senate. Please vote for me on November 3rd.
No.
Number 63, Jeff Hardy swanton off a giant ladder, WrestleMania 2000. Number 64, Shelton Benjamin flips off a ladder resting on the ropes, WrestleMania 22.
Just a little smile on Shelton's face. Oh man, like this kid is. Oh my God! Running senton over the top.
Number 65, curb stomp reversed into an RKO, WrestleMania 31.
This was a badass moment.
Randy in position for another curb stomp. Unbelievable catch! Unbelievable!
Number 66, Super Crazy's moonsault off a balcony, One Night Stand 2005.
Live on ECW balcony for die. Oh no! Oh my God! Oh damn!
Number 67, Roman Reigns spears Brock Lesnar through the cage to the floor, Greatest Royal Rumble.
If you're the big dog, Roman Reigns realizes that. Oh my God! Reigns just speared Lesnar through the cage.
Number 68, Shelton Benjamin swanton off a ladder, WrestleMania 25.
You're a long way from the ring, Shelton. Did he land on his head?
Number 69, Braun Strowman throws Kevin Owens off a giant ladder, Money in the Bank 2018.
Oh my God! Strowman just threw Owens off it.
Number 70, The Big Show is thrown through the cage, Raw 9 September 2017.
My God, what the hell's Strowman doing? Oh my God!
Number 71, The Undertaker is knocked off the ladder through a pile of tables, One Night Stand 2008.
He's on one leg. He
Number 72, Kevin Owens gets KO'd off the Hell in a Cell, 2017. Number 73, Shane McMahon belly to belly through the glass, King of the Ring 2001.
back to the ring and
Number 74, The Miz suplexes Shane McMahon from a 20-foot ledge at WrestleMania 35.
oh my God. Man, don't do this! Oh my God!
Number 75, Jeff Hardy's leg drop through the announcer's table, SmackDown 24th May 2001.
He's gonna be about 35 feet!
Number 76, Mick Foley backdrops Edge onto a pile of thumbtacks at WrestleMania 22. Number 77, Goldberg spears Chris Jericho into a pod at SummerSlam 2003.
Turn around, Jericho! Go!
Number 78, Brock Lesnar lands on his head at WrestleMania 19.
Yes! What the fuck's it doing, Cole? Oh my God! Lesnar went for the shooting star press!
Number 79, Roman Reigns gets a C on Raw 7th August 2017.
It's a believe in it. So you know, oh God! Oh my God!
Number 80, the Dudley Boys power Tommy Dreamer through a flaming table, One Night Stand 2005.
Not Tommy, no! No! Oh my God!
Number 81, RVD does a Rolling Thunder on a ladder, SummerSlam 2001.
Oh, the Rock! That's the ring!
Number 82, Dean Ambrose backbody drops Seth Rollins through a ladder, Money in the Bank 2015. Number 83, Kevin Owens war rides the Raw Titantron, Raw 13th January 2020.
Look at Kevin Owens! Oh, Owens just ran up the... Did you see that? Kevin Owens just ran up the stage!
Yes, sir.
Number 84, Raven is thrown through a glass window, WrestleMania 17.
Run through that window!
Number 85, Jeff Hardy leg drops Edge through a ladder, WrestleMania 23.
Jeff Hardy said he was going to steal WrestleMania! You gotta be kidding me!
Number 86, Brock Lesnar ends the streak, WrestleMania 30.
A third of Undertaker! Brock Lesnar into the cover! Punch the leg! The streak! It's over!
Number 87, John Morrison delivers a top rope moonsault while holding a steel ladder, WrestleMania 24.
I don't know what the hell Morrison has got in my head! A moonsault with a ladder!
Number 88, Kane chokeslams Eric Bischoff off the Raw stage, 30th June 2003. Number 89, Triple H hits the original pedigree on Marty Garner, Superstars of Wrestling 1996.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. You talk about stuffing it.
Number 90, Brock Lesnar launches himself off a forklift, Judgment Day 2003.
Fucking Lesnar! What's Lesnar doing? They look Mysterio! Fucking my God!
Number 91, Shawn Michaels superplexes Shane McMahon off a ladder into a few tables, Saturday Night's Main Event 2006.
You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! No, don't do this! The king size!
Hell yeah, brother.
hardy side effect of the stage into electrical equipment. Raw 28th August 2005. Number 93, Triple H pedigrees Cactus Jack into thumbtacks, Royal Rumble 2000. Number 94, AJ Styles' phenomenal forearm to Roman Reigns onto the announcers table, Payback 2016.
Uh-oh, you're right. Now Styles. Oh! Phenomenal forearm!
Number 95, Kevin Owens power Seth Rollins through two chairs in the Cell 2016.
Jericho playing cheerleader. Kevin Owens with Seth Rollins. He powerbombs him through the chairs.
Number 96, Samir Singh punched up the Punjabi prison onto the announcers table, Battleground 2017.
Randy Orton, one more shot here as Samir Singh.
Number 97, Adam Cole super kicks Ricochet mid-moonsault, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4.
Great example of Ricochet. This could be it.
I love Ricochet, man. Ricochet is amazing, bro.
Number 98, John Cena hits the AA on edge of the ladder through tables, Unforgiven 2006.
Oh my God! John won't do this, John! The Battle
Number 99, Roman Reigns spears Kane through the barricade at TLC 2012.
Rollins going low on the big red monster. I told you Brooklyn may not be big enough for this.
And number 100, RVD takes out Kane with the Van Terminator, Raw 7th October 2002.
Border to border here. Terminator. Hey, they got steel chair.
Well, there you have it, guys. 100 of
Holy shit. That's all that's needed to be said is holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is awesome.
Vaping is an addiction and definitely likes everything.
My dream was to go to the high school of performing arts. My voice was cracky and I didn't have the same range that I used to. I bombed the audition. Vaping definitely messed up my dream.
Number 15, The Witch in the Ditch. This Saudi Arabian YouTuber decided to do some urban exploring in
There's a witch in the
2018.
ditch.
The property looks long
She's
abandoned,
such a
and they are forced to explore only by flashlight. Despite the creepy feel of the place from the very start, the men brave it out and continue exploring. It starts to appear as though the men are being watched, and on multiple occasions they check their surroundings to make sure they are all alone. It turns out their instincts are correct, as they capture what they claim is a witch. It definitely appears to be someone dressed in all black robes, with their face fully covered. I believe someone might have actually been living on the property, and they wanted to scare them away. Or do you think the YouTuber was correct, and this was an actual witch? Number 14,
Drop
Night
kick 'em.
Watcher. Look over your shoulder. When you're walking down the street at night, that's not paranoia. It's possible you're being followed.
It's not paranoia. It's the Usos.
This footage shows CCTV
I had to
footage
do it.
captured just that through Plymouth streets at night in the UK. The 19-year-old Italian woman had just returned to Plymouth from a Christmas break home in Italy when a man allegedly follows her through the streets for several minutes,
Girl, run.
walking just feet behind
What the hell?
her. Police
Run.
compared it to a scene from the BBC drama Luther, with one officer saying, "This was an extremely disturbing case in a dark, deserted city center. Witnesses confirmed that the woman screamed, which spooked the suspect into fleeing the scene. There was also a good Samaritan on site who helped her. The fact this took place in such a public place is certainly haunting." Number 13, Tree Ghost. It's unusual for ghosts to
She
appear
should've
in
just
broad
ran.
daylight, but
Oh, I seen this
apparently this
clip right
one likes
here.
to play games. Published by Genjam's Pride in October of 2017, a female ghost was caught on camera at the top of this tree. You can see the figure of the reported ghost perched on the branch. It's frozen still there, unmoving, and it's not clear why. YouTubers in the comments have their opinions. Will think it has a logical explanation, like an inflatable doll caught in a tree. Others are 100% convinced this is a ghost. I suppose either might haunt you. Number 12, Wardrobe Poltergeist. If you've ever had something in your home act out of character, then you might feel Alex Huff's pain. The TikToker appears to be doing an everyday makeup tutorial when her wardrobe starts to creak open.
I used the Milani 05 Soleil. I'm gonna try that on.
Go video.
And then suddenly slams shut and bursts open again. The room's light above goes out, and then, as she's peering into the wardrobe, that light falls dim as well. Alex posted a second video showing that no one is inside or outside the wardrobe, and yet it's creaking again. In the third video, she's getting her room saged to get rid of whatever evil entity lies within. Burning sage is said to provide a spiritual cleansing for the home. Hopefully it did rid of the bad energy, and Alex can go back to doing her
I wasn't
makeup
expecting the
tutorials
door
in
to slam
peace.
shut, so that
Based on the
actually
events
kind of made
happening
me jump
here,
a little.
though, I wouldn't
I
be
was like,
surprised if that house is legitimately haunted. Number 11, Tornado. Always remember, when in Oklahoma, tornado warnings are no joke. Posted in May of 2013.
oh,
the
you
video
dead,
description
bruh.
reads, 2 Oklahoma teens were able
If the
to use their
tornado is
cell
right
phones
there,
from
right
inside a
with you,
storm
you dead.
shelter to get video of a tornado as it
My
passed
feet just got
through.
frozen
If
cold.
you've ever wondered what it's like to be inside a tornado, hold on tight. By angling his iPhone through a small hole in their storm shelter, one of the teens captured the horrors of nature unfolding overhead. The clip shows the enormous whirlwind passing over the fields and homes outside, angry clouds, winds, and heavy debris being thrown about like rag dolls. A capture like this is such a rarity that it may never be captured again. It's a sight you don't see too often, and likely never hope to see unless you want to be haunted for life. Number 10,
I do.
Hide and Seek. Ghosts love to play games. This playful ghost was caught in a short clip by Janeth Mendoza Ponce and posted on Facebook. Ponce writes, "My daughter playing outside Northside High School caught this video. Ghost or not, looks creepy to me. Since it was only them, 3 there, 2 running and 1 recording. If you look closely, the figure disappears before they run around the corner. The video shows 2 of the girls racing towards the opposite end of the school buildings. Then suddenly a third figure appears, running perpendicular along the opposite building. As Ponce stated, the figure does seem to disappear before the girls arrive. If you watch closely, it does appear that something is behind there, and that's where the figure emerges. Many in the comments familiar with the area insist that the field house is haunted. Whether you take the skeptic's word for it or the believers, the shadow creature is here to stay. Number 9, Lady in White. When you venture onto the grounds of a former battlefield, take note, it's likely haunted. The
No, it did.
YouTuber explains that he and his family were vacationing in Washington, D.C. when they visited the Manassas battlefield. The battle resulted in a large number of passings. Needless to say, this is a place worth haunting, and apparently this YouTuber's got the goods. He writes, "We videotaped there, and later that day we were watching the tape and we noticed the woman dressed in white walking along the fence line. There were no reenactments going on that day, and we didn't see her there. They note that the ghost is walking away from the graves of Mrs. Henry, her daughter, and her son, and into a field near the black fence to the left of the house. The Henry house stands on the plateau of the hill on which the battle took place. Judith Carter Henry was bedridden and couldn't leave the house at the time of the battle. A projectile burst through the bedroom wall and took her life. Could this lady in white be Judith? You decide." Number 8, Chris's reaction. What happens to evil when it's found out? This video reveals the fear even evil suffers when being discovered. If you've heard of the Watts family from Frederick, Colorado, then you know that this man entering his neighbor's home to review security footage is not a man but a monster. During the commotion and trying to find the missing persons, this video was taken on August 13th according to the timestamp, just 2 days before being put behind bars on August 15th. The clip shows Watt's reaction to his neighbor's surveillance footage. The man's body language is quite telling. He will barely look up from his phone as the neighbor talks to police about how his surveillance camera is motion activated. Any motion that happens on the street, including an angle on Watt's home, is caught on camera. One of the videos shows Watts pulling his vehicle up to the house. In the clip, Watts claims that he parked where he did to bring tools in. He then puts his hands on the back of his head, completely bowled over by this unanticipated evidence. He sways back and forth, unable to keep still as his story crumbles beneath him. The neighbor repeats that if any action had happened during this period, he would have caught it on surveillance. In fact, the neighbor keeps his eyes steadfast on Chris, watching him watch the video, or not watch it because he can barely look at it. The entire clip is infuriating to watch.
Tallulah, come on, the bus is about to leave.
Isn't that the dude that killed his children and wife?
It makes your skin crawl. Watts can't get out of the house fast enough, and the moment he does, his neighbor admits his suspicions to police. It almost makes your heart stop. Truly haunting. Number 7. Ghost Finder. When you're searching for ghosts, you may just find them. Published in August of 2019 by YouTuber Alex Paranormal, he writes, "Me and a friend went back to a known haunted location. This haunted location, as Alex adds in the comments section, is an abandoned restaurant and vineyard in the countryside of Hampshire, England. Using ghost tracking tools, they do appear to sense some paranormal presence in the room. For one, the temperature drops. For another, the spirit box seems to be capturing some communication, as those in the comments note. But it's at 16 minutes 50 seconds where your nightmare begins."
Yeah. What's up?
You can see a shadow figure move past in the archway right before the group heads into the kitchen. To whom does this shadow belong? Is it an evil entity of some kind? Don't know about you, but I wouldn't stick around long enough to find out. Number 6. Haunted Doll. Have you ever owned a doll that just isn't right? One that you spot on your desk in the darkness of night, staring at you. Published in May of 2015. This footage of a haunted doll will make your toes curl. The doll in question, which looks creepy in its wide-eyed stare already, suddenly does something you least expect. It blinks. The person taking the video hurries off, likely not wanting to see what the doll will do next. One of the freakiest things about this footage is that the doll doesn't look like a little girl's toy. It's a full-grown woman doll, makeup and all. You don't expect an inanimate doll to suddenly blink at you in the darkness. When it does, that image stays with you. It haunts you. Number 5. Walmart Ghost Girl. Houses aren't the only stomping grounds for ghosts. Apparently, so are Walmarts. Posted by YouTuber Shabard, he notes that this little girl Walmart ghost was caught on surveillance camera in Oxnard, California. Shabard writes, Walmart is haunted by the ghost of a 7 to 9-year-old Mexican-American girl. According to Shabard, night workers at Walmart claim to have felt cold spots and to have seen balls bouncing on their own.
My feet are cold.
Others say they've seen the girl in a solid full apparition, while the ghost has appeared to some as a misty half-body apparition. Those who come across the ghost state that she smiles, giggles, and is often playful, but there's just one problem. According to the website Backpackerverse, the girl's eyes are disturbingly milky white, and from the mouth down, her whole body is covered in red liquid, apparently an appalling amount of it. The video purportedly captures this friendly ghost in semi-transparent form, She appears to be pursuing the closed section of Walmart. She can be seen for a split second before she vanishes out of view again. She isn't wearing her regular blue dress, but appears to be wearing some shorts and a t-shirt. She also does not seem to be covered in red, so who knows? Perhaps there is a second ghost haunting these hallowed grounds.
Why don't you take my way?
Number 4. Secret Tunnels. This entry involves a series of videos revealing a web of industrial-looking tunnels that weave beneath the campus of Northern Arizona University. The uploader states that in October of 2018, he only reached the bottom of the stairs but recently decided to venture further. Enclosed Granddad writes, NAU was almost established as an insane asylum back in the mid-1890s, and rumor has it that these tunnels would have been part of that. He shares a link, which notes that the building was first built as a reform school for Arizona's so-called vicious youth. It's unclear why it remained empty for years upon completion. That's when, as Granddad mentioned, an insane asylum was proposed by the territorial legislature. For some reason, that wasn't followed through either. What isn't made clear is this short historical literature is when the tunnels were built and for what purpose. The recorder guides us through the dark tunnels, writing, I came across pathways that I could have potentially crawled, shimmied through, but chose not to because, 1, they seemed a bit dangerously cramped at points, and 2, I didn't want to spend too much time down there. I don't know how much farther these tunnels go until we find out what those tunnels were used for. The mystery may just be enough to haunt you. Number 3. Buried Alive. Being haunted by a video game may seem strange, but many in the comments admit to being haunted by this buried alive hidden floor on Pokemon Tower. YouTuber 7Go6 posts a video of the secret room, writing, Finally, I found the battle with Buried Alive, hidden in the last floor of Pokemon Tower. The rumors were real. If you lost against him, will appear the image of Buried Alive catching you, with the music of Lavender Town lower, reversed, and slower. When the music finishes, the game collapses and the save gets deleted. The early graphics and eerie Nintendo music make this throwback all the more haunting. After navigating to the hidden floor on Pokemon Tower, a battle with Buried Alive ensues. He sends a creature called White Hand to fight the hero. When White Hand ultimately wins, draining the life from the Pokemon, he faints, to which White Hand exclaims, Finally, raw meat. Number 2. Ghost on Czech TV. An abandoned WWII tunnel is the last place most would want to explore, and for good reason. There are undoubtedly spiritual entities haunting it. This tunnel is no exception. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Sestin CZ, the uploader gives a brief summary of what the newscasters are saying in Czech. The ghost was sighted in an abandoned underground factory. The prisoners have to dig their own graves. Police and firefighters train their dogs there as well, and they report weird things happening and their dogs going insane there. The image captured shows a few men in camo walking through the tunnel. To the right, you can see a light transparent figure outlined in the darkness. It certainly appears that this crew had one member too many. One more reason to forgo the exploration of famed tunnel sites. You might find you're in supernatural company. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. Are you curious about what I look like in real life? Then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT to find out. Do you like my narrations? If you answered yes, then tap the follow button and thank you for your support. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way, you'll be notified of the new video we upload every Tuesday. Number 1.
Man, I was about to click another video.
On Halloween, you look scary. But how scary
don't know. That was.
When you least expect it, sometimes you feel like the world is falling right under you, metaphorically speaking. Other times this happens literally. Posted to the subreddit Unexpected with the title, "Just two friends taking a walk and chatting." This is indeed what the video first appears to show, as two women walk and chat along the sidewalk, completely engrossed in conversation. Nothing at all looks out of place. In fact, they pause to laugh before moving forward again. Just when you think the clip is free and clear of the unexpected, the sidewalk literally collapses beneath their feet. The women vanish. What's haunting is that the sidewalk looks completely normal. There are absolutely no signs that it might be unstable. This could happen to anyone at any time, anywhere. All the more reason to never leave your house. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of our other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy! Number 15. Look behind you. Sometimes when you get that feeling that you're being watched, you may discover you are. Posted by Doc Kuno to TikTok. This footage was filmed in Kuno's room, and according to him, no one was home at the time. When creating a video, you're usually pretty oblivious to what's going on around you as you focus in on the task at hand. That's what Kuno appears to be doing as he sings his heart out. But look behind him in the doorway, and your heart might skip a beat as you see what appears to be a mysterious figure. The black outline pops up over his shoulder, backlit by some white light, while Kuno remains completely unaware of its presence. The form lingers for a moment before disappearing out of sight once again. It's difficult to discern who or what this figure is, but if you've ever watched a scary movie in your life, you're probably shouting at Kuno to stop singing and turn around. This footage shows that whether or not you think you are home alone, you may be entirely wrong in that assumption. Number 14. Dark web spirit video. When you dig into the dark web, you might be terrified by what you find. This creepy footage was posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Calligram. He notes that he originally found it on the dark web without any source information. The cryptic clip shows a boy wandering around in the sand in what appears to be a remote, desolate place. He picks up something off the ground, then walks past a woman in white with long, dark hair. The footage is slightly blurry, so the woman's features are not distinct. After finding whatever he's looking for, the boy picks it up, then walks calmly past the woman, who remains frozen in place. Then the boy races off without further explanation. The boy doesn't appear scared of the woman in the mysterious footage, but maybe that's because he was not alone. If faced with the dare to pass by the woman in white, maybe he was laughing because he got away scot-free, at least this time. If he dared to pass by her again, he may not be so lucky. Number 13. Exorcism in Chechnya. Posted to YouTube by RT, the channel writes, exorcism rituals are a subject of Chechnyan government policy. Local authorities have given the go-ahead for plans to build a center dedicated to demonic possession. The video shows one such claimed possession in progress. A woman dressed in black is seen lying back. She appears to have a blindfold set over her eyes, while the exorcist holds his hand to her forehead. The man presses a finger to what appears to be her eye socket, and she arches her back, growling and screaming in a demonic voice. The sound that comes out of her is certainly not of this world. The man restrains her with help from another. As she continues to scream in defiance, the man then appears to be holding her jaw and temple as she screams. The pair continue to restrain her, although she seems to be bucking all restraint. Many in the comments of this video call this bizarre and disturbing, while others agree that's no human scream. However, others note that the fingers to the eye may be behind the inhuman sounds, with YouTuber Dewey Allen writing, "If someone forced their fingers into my eye socket, I'd react similarly. say, man. Still can't get that screech out of my head. Number 12, Dublin shop incident. Imagine you heading into work, minding your own business when this happens. This shop assistant was just trying to do her job when a man entered before fleeing with nearly 2,000 euros. The CCTV footage captured the culprit holding up the Dublin shop's swords. The man wore a balaclava, preventing identification, pointing at the cash register. The man pounded the counter with the end of it, while the shop assistant, who also happens to be the shop owner's fiance, can be seen attempting to calm the situation before opening the register to offer the stranger what's inside. The shop's owner said of the incident, "I am almost 99% sure that he was a local too, because he knew where the till was straight away." Both shop assistants came out of the incident unharmed, though undoubtedly shaken up from the incident. As of November 2019, the investigation was ongoing. Number 11, spooky CCTV footage. Have you ever felt like you were being watched? Published to YouTube by Mo Vlogs in July of 2018. This CCTV footage will spook even the bravest among us. While most of this video is super upbeat, about 10 minutes in is where the terror enters. It's then that Mo claims that he was being watched the day prior while taping his vlog, and he has the CCTV footage to prove it. He says there was a spooky person in a mask following him all day. Although Mo admits he thinks it was a prank, he pulls up the CCTV footage of this spooky lurker to show viewers what he had to contend with. The lurker appears to be wearing a black hooded robe and a white mask, walking at a gilded gate. He is seen crossing a parking lot, though it's not clear from whence he came from or where he is going. Mo says the footage was filmed that morning, not the day prior, so he surmises that the only person the lurker could be is his security guard or his mom. Prank or not, this haunting image is sure to give you nightmares. Number 10, Sixth Sense. When your dog sees something you don't, their harrowing sixth sense can send chills down your spine. That's what happened to TikToker Alpha Ocean 22, who writes, "I live alone and just found out about the previous owner." Alpha Ocean's footage begins abruptly with her dog barking into the darkness.
What are you barking at? Oh, God.
The dog is on high alert, his body language that of defense. He's seen growling and springing across the bed. Needless to say, the animal's reaction to whatever lies beyond terrifies its owner to no end. In a follow-up video, Alpha Ocean explains exactly what happened in the initial footage.
From Diesel essentially growling at nothing physical. I'm definitely not in a position to say what it was in the video or what is real and what's not. Personally, I've always been real spiritual, so I know what I felt.
She says she was woken up at 1 in the morning from her dog Diesel growling at nothing physical. She explains that she's in no position to say exactly what it was that Diesel was growling at, though it was the first time the dog has acted this way. She, however, has always been spiritual and felt something in the home. She claims this wasn't the first time something unusual like this has happened to her.
The dog
she calls the home her wildlife sanctuary,
but
says she's had some sense for a while that she's not supposed to be there. She discovered from neighbors that the owner of the home was a very closed-off man who lived alone with his mother, who passed away. Alpha Ocean states she'll leave the rest up to the viewer's interpretation. So how do you interpret this? Do dogs have a sixth sense?
Yes, they do.
If so, did Ocean's pet perceive the presence of the homeowner's dearly departed? Or was this dog sensing something else? I guess we'll never know for sure. Number 9, not so amazing babysitters. Remember that babysitter who made you go to bed early? You probably despised them. I know I did. But as this video will show you, we should be grateful. After all, you've never had a cobra as your guardian. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Calligram. This footage shows a baby lying on a blanket. Surrounded by snake babysitters, far from scared, the baby is cuddling with one of the cobras, its feet and arms intertwined with the snake's sinuous body. A wider
Fuck
frame
yeah.
shows 4 cobras surrounding the baby, all with their winged hoods unfurled, arched up and alert. Cobra characteristics include night vision, a strong sense of smell, smooth scales, round pupils, and of course hoods, which are spread via their neck ribs. When cobras raise their upper bodies like this and extend their hoods, they are displaying defensively. A cobra can take your life. With all of this in mind, offering up one's baby to these cobras is, without question, bad parenting. No additional information could be found about this video, so it's
No, the
unclear why
cobra's
anyone would
protecting
put
the
a baby
baby.
in such an unwarranted, scary situation. Most in the comments agree this is insane, with some suggesting that perhaps the snakes have been defanged or have their mouths sewn shut. However, Redditor SS Soulplexus offers another theory. He must be Voldemort. That strangely enough sounds the most likely.
He must
Number
be
8,
Voldemort.
Ghost in the driveway. You won't want to leave the house after watching this video. Posted to
Just
the
for that, I'm
Ghosts
gonna leave the house right
subreddit by
after it.
Never2. The Redditor writes, my mother collected this video from our driveway in the woods. Any insight from this community on what or who it may be?
Are you tired of paying full price for makeup, kids?
I'm tired of these ads. Fuck off.
Let's do not
The surveillance video does indeed show a dark driveway in the forest that appears to be haunted. A blurred figure in the top right corner breezes past, disappears, reappears again, and stops in the top left corner before the camera flashes in and out of focus. The footage then goes still, without anything obscuring the view. What do you think this foggy image could be? Some in the comments suggest it's light from a passing car, or another moving light source. Others say it's a bug, a spider web, or a camera glitch, but some suggest the fact that the fog disappears behind the tree refutes such claims. A number of folks are saying the footage appears authentic, with Still Alice writing, this is one of the most legit things I've seen on this sub for a while. Love this. Do you find yourself agreeing with the believers or the naysayers? If it isn't real, then what is? Number 7.
It's
River
real,
creature.
Bat.
It's well documented
It's
that creatures in
real.
the deep ocean are mysterious and terrifying, but will not often cross paths with such creatures due to the depths they inhabit.
Spooky
However, rarely do we
alligator. Or
imagine
is that
what
a
the
hippo?
muddy waters of
I
our
can't
rivers
tell.
are hiding. Published by Kiwi TV on YouTube in April of
Spooky,
2016, this river in China
alligator.
is hiding something frightening.
Alligator.
Marine life that looks partly hippo, partly dolphin, partly crocodile, and wholly terrifying was caught on camera.
Yeah, I was like, is
while
that a
being
hippo
poked and
or an
prodded by
alligator?
a
I
garden
can't tell.
tool. The large river-dwelling creature doesn't move much while being examined, nor does it appear to see much, as it seems not to have eyes. An anonymous YouTuber suggests it's a type of river dolphin. However, it doesn't look much like the baji, a river dolphin that was believed to have gone extinct in the early 2000s. While that sighting was not altogether confirmed, this additional footage may suggest the aquatic mammal is, in fact, alive, though the population has been shrinking since the 80s. The baji appear to have a longer and narrower bill, while the strange one caught in this video features a wider bill, no eyes, and lots of body splotches and patches. Is this a deformed baji? If not the baji, what other type of aquatic creature might this be? Number 6. Unknown flying object in Quebec City. Have you ever watched a clip that terrified you so much that you just had to share it with a friend? That's definitely the case for this video, posted to YouTube by Mysterious Things in February of 2020.
Stop moving the camera so much.
The
Damn.
footage purports to show an unknown flying object flying in broad daylight above Quebec City. From
Superman.
far away, the figure in the sky appears to be dressed in white and launching upward. Upon closer, unfocused and wavering inspection, the unknown flying object does indeed look like a human figure dressed in white. At times, its clothing shines luminescent, while the figure spins, launching into the sky. When the camera gets in closer and more focused, the figure looks even more dramatic. It appears to be on fire. If that's not in fact Iron Man, as YouTuber Graham Sherwood suggests in the comments, perhaps it could be a meteor headed towards Earth. While other commenters say this is impressive and looks legit, YouTuber Damien Torres is more skeptical, suggesting it looks like silver helium balloons with the sun reflecting off of it. What do you think? Is this just a mistaken balloon, or do you think this unknown flying object is worthy of some supernatural speculation? Whatever it
Iron
is,
Man.
it's terrifying. Number 5, paranormal pharmacy. When something goes bump in the night, you just better hope you're not working the night shift. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by MX Fear of Dogs. The Redditor writes, friend works for a pharmacy as security. He was notified the alarm was going off at 2 a.m., which is triggered by internal sensors. He arrived and found nothing wrong, but reviewed the footage to find the cause and saw this. He said this was the security guard's first encounter with the paranormal. If it is in fact paranormal activity, the footage shows a shelving unit pressed up against a wall, full of products and assumedly medicine. Watch the fourth shelf. Several items can be seen falling with force. One hits the ground and skids away out of sight. The other hits the ground and appears to break into 6 separate rectangular pieces. While most in the comments of this video are cracking pharmacy jokes, some are asking thoughtful questions about the history of the building, or whether or not
That'd be
something
me,
like
though,
this has
cracking
happened in the
pharmacy jokes
past.
on them like
Others
that.
who say they're pharmacists or caregivers claim this strange stuff happens all the time in their line of work. Allison333, however, gets the last laugh, writing, I guess you can say they had a short shelf life. We see what you did there, Allison. Number 4, walking with a ghost. If you feel you're alone in this world, this eerie footage might call that into question. Captured on CCTV footage in July of 2016, a long shot of a road below shows a couple walking down the street. They think they're alone, but are they? Floating eerily behind them, a ghost white fog appears. It seems to come directly out of the man in the white shirt, as if his spirit presence is lagging behind the pair. It mirrors him, before following the couple around the corner, disappearing out of sight. Is this just a glitch in the surveillance camera, or is it a glitch in the Matrix? One way or another, we may be sharing this world with spirits unknown. Number 3, shadow person. Have you ever been afraid of your own shadow? What if you know the animated shadow you're seeing is not yours at all? YouTuber Average American 2019 caught this shadow person on video in August of 2018. As he's descending the stairs of this building, a distinctive shadow is seen on the wall, passing in the opposite direction. Then, as they descend a further stairwell, a second shadow person appears again. The man recording the footage notices the shadow person in real time. Luckily, he is with friends, so he can simply laugh off the incident. I'm guessing he'd feel differently if he was alone in this encounter. In paranormal lore, shadow people are considered by many to be masses of living humanoid figures. Paranormalists believe they are the presence of a spirit or other entity, while some think shadow people are creatures of evil intent. Others consider them neutral, or even helpful extra-dimensional beings. Whatever you think they are, this video will surely make you afraid of the dark. Number 2, stakeout. Nothing is more terrifying than surveillance footage of an event, especially one that ends human life. This video footage shows 3 suspects involved in a double life-taking in South Ogden, Utah. Surveillance footage surrounding the scene of the event captured 2 suspects peering through the home's windows, and later a masked man fleeing the scene. All 3 suspects were wearing hard plastic masks. According to several news articles documenting the event, police believe the incident was not random, but targeted, and that the suspects were familiar with both the people in their home. South Ogden Police Chief Darren Park noted that while reports of a loud party had been made to police, he asked any witnesses to come forward and said in a statement that he hoped the families of the people will gain some closure. Multiple surveillance cameras caught the suspects scoping out the home. One suspect was wearing a mask, while the 2 others wore opaque plastic masks as they approached. One camera showed a suspect crouched down, watching the home for a while, after which the second suspect and later the third joined in. A second camera caught them peering into the home's windows. Following the event, one of the men was seen on a third camera hopping over a fence. As of the latest update found online, dated March 2019 by ABC4, the double life-taking remains unsolved. More has been pieced together of the night's events, including the fact that 3 of the Van Komen brothers lived at home, while the unfortunate older neighbor, Kevin Nelson, had just dropped by when the event occurred. Once 2 of the Van Komen brothers left to pick up some food, leaving just one and one other roommate inside, the strangers seized the opportunity to enter. The brothers were gone for no more than 10 minutes, and when they returned, they found Kyle passed away on the floor. Van Komen's mother, Renee Finch, said of the footage, "I think that it's creepy that they're out there watching." Adding later, "We're very thankful we didn't lose all 3 of our boys that night." Nelson's nephew, Ralph Nelson Jr., also said of his uncle that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, a feeling echoed by Finch, who doesn't know why her son might be targeted. There was no clear motive for the double life-taking, which is likely why the trail remains cold today, despite over 70 people being questioned over the past 3 years. Unsolved mysteries are inherently terrifying, and the coldness of this case compounds that fear. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills, and I hope you're enjoying. We upload every Tuesday.
Huh?
Hey, I'm Talon, and this is Rumpus, and I'm going to show you how to start an online t-shirt business. Let's go. First, go to shopify.com.
To YouTube by Rice RV4 in September of 2012. This clip is surveillance footage of the Niles Nursing Center, as indicated by the sign in the hallway. The clip shows the elevator door drawing open with no one exiting. Then off to the right, what appears to be a cane slides across the floor in the hallway. It also moves to one side apparently on its own, before several people are seen passing through the hallway. And someone finally picks the cane up and places it out of harm's way, leaning it against the wall. The cane then disappears altogether without anyone making an appearance. YouTube commenters suggest that the ghost may have been trying to trip people with the placement of the cane. One commenter in particular, Siege Crows, suggests that they have some inside info on the case. He writes, "Super surprised that this got out after how hard the nurses and the people are trying to keep it a secret." In response to this, YouTuber Silent Night Crew states that he was an off-duty cop working security the night that this happened, and the man who leaked it was fired. Whether or not this is true, I think it's safe to say you wouldn't want to be working security when something like this happens. Thanks for checking out this video.
Boom. Alright, I'm glad that is. Love y'all. See y'all.